I'm William Mooney. This is my sermon about letting God be your strength. At first, we all understand the general idea of letting God guide us and letting God be our strength that guides us and leads us in our faith. But there's a lot of underlying things that maybe you don't bring to God. In Philippians 4:12, it says, "I know to abound everywhere and in all things. I have learned both to be full and to be hungry, both to abound and to suffer need. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me." This being said, a lot of obstacles in life, we see they're challenges that aren't from God or, don't help us with our walk, don't help us with our faith, but all these obstacles are put in our path by God, not against God. What you do to react is decided whether it's for or against God. The people who see these challenges in your life and don't know God will see how you respond to these challenges, and that will give them a better understanding of what it means to live in Christ or walk in faith, so they can maybe deal with their problems in the same way that you did, through the power of Christ and through the power of his salvation. In Isaiah 40:31 it says, "But those who wait on the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint." Through God's love, there are no limits. Through God's power, you can do anything. God will always be with you. God will always be your best wingman. He'll always be right here next to you when you need him. Always be right beside you, right behind you. Wherever you need God, he will be there because he is God. God's power goes over anything. Takes away everything that you've got going on. Takes away all the pain, all the challenges, obstacles, everything in between. Mountains and valleys, God is there because he's bigger than both. You have to let God be your strength. In life, we feel weak. We feel weary. But when you step back and let God notice, let God take control. Let God take all of these problems from you. You will realize that you are going forward much easier with the assistance of God as you walk in faith than if you're walking against him. Walking against God is like walking into the wind. You feel resistance, but you do it anyway. When you walk with God beside you, when you walk with God in your heart, the faith pushes you forward towards a greater path, a path with a greater purpose for his kingdom. The most important thing we can do is let God be our strength so that other people can look at us and realize what we have is what they want. People need God, especially in the modern world that we're in, with all the trouble, all the problems in the world could easily be solved if everyone just looked at God. If you looked at God with your problems, then you give those problems to God, and they're no longer yours. Everything can be solved by God. He's the one that sets you on the righteous path, the one that takes you far and into the heavens. Much better than anything on this planet. That's the goal, as walking in faith, is to one day sit beside him in the kingdom.